Romelu Lukaku setting records at Stamford Bridge, but not the type of records that you want. And Thomas Tuchel has had enough of the board and is firing shots. These shots, in my opinion, are warranted. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, bratuchy. And this video here has been a long time coming. It's been a video where I might even tell you I told you so, but we'll see about that. We've got a good breakdown of Romelu Lukaku. Look, it's one thing to say he's crap, okay? I don't think he's crap. I think there's a lot of things that are going wrong, so he's not giving himself the best platform to provide some statistics to back up his argument. In my opinion, the triple S will have to be broken down, and I will break it down for you in exact detail. Then we look at Thomas Tuchel's press conference, and he took shots at the board. And this is the first sign of him taking shots on the board, and I will tell you why this is an important moment. Write down the date, and this will be a regular occurrence. And finally, a lot of you say I'm very harsh on Hakim Ziyech. Well, today, I'm going to give Hakim Ziyech credit. I'm going to give him praise. And finally, I am going to say, well done to Hakim Ziyech. So make sure you still stay to the end. Let's get on with the video. Ladies, gentlemen, anyone else watching, please hit the like. Honestly, 300 likes takes it a long way. Absolutely pushes the video. Algorithm loves it. I love it. Great support. And in the comments below, let me know, what do we do with Romelu Lukaku in the summer? And is this worrying that Tuchel was so vocal about his dissatisfaction with the board? Let's go. So, Romelu Lukaku has not been good. Romelu Lukaku was never my first choice, and you all know my opinion. I'm not gonna come here and go, he's rubbish, sell him, he's a donkey, Lukaku, all that rubbish stuff that a lot of people that are acting like children are doing. That's not me, that's not my style. We're gonna talk about it in 4 segments. The first segment is the fundamentals of being a footballer. I think when you are a professional footballer, or even a footballer at Sunday League level, there are certain fundamentals that you must abide when you step on that pitch. Number 1, effort. The effort needs to be there. Number 2, pressing. General pressing. You should be able to chase someone down remotely. Number 3, the attitude needs to be correct. As in, if a pass is misplayed, don't be yelling your hands, don't be throwing your hands in the air, don't be stropping around, and don't be getting angry at your teammates because it doesn't help anyone. Those 3 fundamentals are key. And finally, security in attempting things. So if you are going to attempt and seek for the ball, please provide care in what you're doing. Romelu Lukaku, in my opinion, with his performance yesterday, did not meet those fundamentals. Part of the reason, 7 touches in a game. I don't know about you lot. I played Sunday League for 2-3 years. And when I played them, I was between the ages of 15 to 18. That's when I was playing. Big man. There could not be a game where I didn't touch the ball more than 7 times. I don't understand how he went 7 touches. And the higher up you go in level, the more tactical the game is, the more time and space you have. So he could have dropped deep. At halftime, he had 2 touches. Let that sink in, one of them was a kickoff. This is an Opta record. Like, people are going to tell me, Alex, it's not an attitude, it's the system. It can't be the system, people. 7 touches is not a systemic issue. 7 touches is down in tools. 7 touches is not caring if you're involved in the game. 7 touches is 7 bloody touches. 7. Jorginho's had game where he's taken 230 touches under Sarri. This Don touched the ball 7 times in 97 minutes. What on earth was he doing on the pitch for 97 minutes? Only to touch the ball 7 times. Yes, it's mind-boggling. We're gonna talk about the system. A lot of you are gonna say, Alex, is a systemic issue. It's not a systemic issue. Because when Kai plays up top, we're more fluid. I'm not saying we're more productive. I'm saying we're more fluid. As in, more players are interchanging. Kai goes looking for the ball. He's leading from the front with the press. We're actually suffocating teams into losing the ball. Same goes with Pulisic. Same goes with Timo Werner. Same goes with Callum Hudson-Odoi. Same goes with Mason Mount. Whenever those play in the front 3, we have more urgency, more hunger, more desire. With Rom, we need to change the whole productive system. This system that brought us the Champions League, the system that is bringing us trophies. Now we're implementing Rom into the system, and it's costing us. And the reason it's costing us, yes, we won the Club World Cup, and yes, it was goals from Romelu Lukaku. But they were tight. We could have lost those games easily. And people don't want to look at the reality. He hasn't scored a goal in the Premier League or the Champions League since that interview. Let that sink in. Number 2, the second S, Stylistically, is he good enough stylistically? We know he isn't systemically. Stylistically, well, we've seen his style and we saw it at Inter Milan. A lot of people will say, he's got 64 goals in 96 games, Alex. It's great bloody return. What else do you want? I understand that. I actually really respect that. But you need to look at his time at Inter in context. Great win for the league against the bad Inter side that were collapsing on the sorry the left. Pirlo came in, messed everything up. And then you look at his time in the Champions League there. Well, people are going to say he got to the Europa League final, Alex. Very good final. No final. He dropped out of a group stage that he should have never dropped out of. And then a year later, they came bottom of the group. In 12 matches, they won 3 matches. Let that sink in. His style does not revert to successful football. Parking the bus and hitting teams on a break won't work in the Premier League. And people are going to tell me, Liverpool do that, Alex, on a regular basis. They do it on a regular basis. It makes no sense, brother. It doesn't, because they don't do that. They actually play against low blocks a lot. They hit teams on the break because their keeper picks up the ball and dashes it. But otherwise, it doesn't happen. Finally, statistically, he's not producing statistically. A lot of people will always say, Alex, as long as he produces statistically, we are fine, right? No, we're not going to be fine, and he's not producing. He's got 11 goals this year. We're at the end of February nearly, and he's got 11 goals. Bloody hell, like, let that sink in. I know I'm being moany, I know I'm being annoying. Like, I actually think a lot of you are going to get frustrated with this video because you're going to say, Alex, you're being too harsh. He's a £100 million striker. You can't give £100 million strikers this much time. Half the season is gone, and we're not going to retain our Champions League. And I know a lot of you are going to laugh, but I'm a deluded Chelsea fan. I think we can. I think if we drop Lukaku, we can beat teams across 2 legs. We have got good players. We've got Thiago Silva and Rudiger at the back with Christensen. It's the fundamentals. We're going to have Reece James back. We got the best goalkeeper in the league in Edouard Mendy. We've got Jorginho, Kante and Kova. That 3 at the back system with those 2 works fantastically. Get Kai up top, give him Manny Mace, and give him like a decent Callum Hudson-Odoi, a Hakim Ziyech, and all of a sudden you are elaborating this formation. Everything's looking good, and we're hitting teams on the break, and we're absolutely going to be beating teams across 2 legs. Have faith, boys, come on. But we can't be changing our whole system on the productivity of Romelu Lukaku. It's just not an option. And in regards to Thomas Tuchel, Tuchel's losing his patience. And I said this, right? Look, a lot of you are going to know Tuchel is not a happy bunny. Like, Tuchel is not one of those people you mess around with. Because Tuchel's very opinionated. Go and look over his time at Dortmund. The way he left on a bad, sour note. He won a cup, but he left on a sour note. PSG, Donny left. And why did he leave? Because he got sacked because he was speaking out left, right and centre. Wasn't happy with players getting sold. Wasn't happy with players undermining him. I think he learned his lesson. He learned his lesson not to just stay silent and just be actively open. And you know what? Now he's on credit in the bank at Chelsea. He's starting to speak out. At the end of the game yesterday, what did he say? He said, Liverpool strengthened. They went and got a great player in Brahim Diaz. And this is what happens. But it is what it is. When someone says it is what it is, they're not happy. When your girl tells you, I'm fine, go, she don't mean she's fine, go. You stay. Don't go. Trust me, you'll get more problems. Don't just leave. And in this case, when he says, I'm fine, it is what it is, he doesn't mean that. And this is only going to get worse. This is the catalyst. He will continue now. This is only going to become more and more flammable. Because when we start dropping points, which we are going to if we continue with Romelu Lukaku and the lack of creation, Tuchel's going to get more frustrated. Come the summer, he's going to boil over. And especially, God forbid, we don't give him new signings that he wants. This is not going to end well. I'm telling you. He will be sacked if this continues. Because Chelsea don't mess around. The minute performances go down, his head is on the line. And it's really sad. A quick appreciation though. Hakim Ziyech, brother, Habibi, you deserve this today, and you're going to get this because for 4 weeks, Hakim Ziyech has been our best player. One criticism I've had of Hakim Ziyech on a consistent basis is, brother, you don't perform well enough on a regular basis. You are playing like an irrelevant footballer. You are playing like an individual that isn't important. You're playing as a footballer that is not 28, 29 years old. You're playing like a 19-year-old. Now he's playing like a top class. Creativity, arrogance to attempt things that no one else will, ability to be a man, great finesse on crosses, finishing and assisting. This is what you want. The goal against Spurs, fantastic. Goal yesterday, winner again. This man is performing like a top tier talent. Whether this is rich vein form, whether this will continue for the upcoming months, Hakim Ziyech at this moment in time needs to be starting games. Am I saying he's Lionel Messi? No, I'm not saying. Am I saying he's world class? I'm not saying he's world class. What am I saying? I'm saying he's a good bloody player as long as the conditions are right and as long as this form continues for him. So this was the Kavkas View. Long may his form continue. Long may Chelsea's winning streak of 5 games continue. I'm out. Peace out. See you guys later. And make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Come on, you Blues. We don't need to settle or change. We are the best team in the world. We've got Club World Cup. Come on.